How you doing? This is Walter the Film Hermit, and today I'm gonna do a follow-up video on my Evangelion Blu-ray release video. So the main reason I'm doing this video is there's more details have been announced about the 3 separate editions that they're releasing on Blu-ray by G-Kids, and I want to give you all more information about each release and decide which one you want to get. So the Ultimate Edition is already sold out. Looks like they only made about 5,000 copies. So those were, I believe, $375, and they're already gone. But I suspect that a lot of people that bought that video, they bought them because they wanted to sell them on eBay, because I see some on eBay already. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the differences of each edition so you can decide which edition is going to be best for you, or if you were going to just hold off. My last video I recommended to a lot of people because of the fact that none of these editions have Fly Me to the Moon included, that I'd recommend just buying a used copy of the DVD on eBay, because you're going to spend like around $300 or so anyway by getting that. But at least it's going to be the original Japanese audio, the original Japanese subtitles, and then the original dub that they had from the 90s. But some people out there say they still want to get this edition because a lot of the special features that they're going to be including with it, and I get that. I wish that I was as excited about it as some of you out there are, because I love this series, and I would have bought the Ultimate Edition if it was uncut. But the fact that they've made alterations to it, I just can't see making that financial investment in it. I mean, I would just buy it just for the artwork alone, because the artwork for the Ultimate Edition is amazing, but not if I'm never going to watch any of the discs, especially for that price tag. So let's go through the editions right now and see what the differences are. So right here it has the product comparison. So there's the Ultimate Edition, the Collector's Edition, and the Standard Edition. So it kind of goes through here and says which one is different from each, what the differences are basically. So you get the series, the Neon Genesis Evangelion, of course, in all 4 editions, because you have to download as well. So the first film listed on there is Evangelion Death True. Sometimes they call it the Death of Evangelion, but that film is included with all 4 editions, so that's fine. You get the second film, The End of Evangelion, that's on all 4 editions. All the bonus content you only get on the physical editions, which makes sense. And it says it's about 5 hours worth of bonus stuff. So when it comes to the original 90s dub, which they're calling the bonus classic version, that one is only available on the Ultimate Edition and the Collector's Edition. So basically, the Ultimate Edition is the one that had 5,000 copies, and it's about $375, which is all gone. And you have the Collector's Edition, which when I checked on Shout's website, is about $175. So if you want to get the original dub minus Fly Me to the Moon song, you're paying at least $175 for it. So also you get the original dub for the 2 films, Evangelion Death True 2, or Death of Evangelion, and then The End of Evangelion. You get those on only the first 2 editions. So the art cards that you see here, that you're going to get those on both the Ultimate and the Collector's Edition. And the limited edition Laserdisc art, which I loved. That was just simply amazing. That's only on the Ultimate Edition. And then it looks like the limited edition Sachiel paperweight, I think that's in the image here. That's only in the Ultimate Edition. The Nerve ID card with the lanyard, and the exclusive art boards, and then the 156-page booklet is only in the Ultimate Edition. But the 40-page booklet is only available in the Collector's Edition, and it looks like it's an excerpt from the 156-page book. Like I said, I've loved that booklet, but just part of me is conflicted. Part of me wishes that I had jumped on this Ultimate Edition when it came out, but I just couldn't justify spending that much money for something that's been altered and something I'm not going to rely on for watching. So here's a list of some of the bonus features that are included, and it looks like there's quite a bit. Looks like mostly, I'm not going to read all of these. Some of you probably already got this email from G-Kids, but I recommend going on their website and just checking this out. Looks like there's a lot of cool stuff like title-free openings, some of the commercials that were on the VHS tapes. Looks like the box set, the Japanese Blu-ray box set commercial, which I love the artwork for that Japanese Blu-ray box set. I was tempted to buy that so many times, but it was just so expensive and it doesn't have any subtitles. And some of the animatics, lots of really cool stuff. But I love the time it takes to create a lot of this bonus material. But I'm gonna be quite honest with you, some of my favorite franchises, I tend not to watch any of this stuff. So a lot of it just kind of goes to waste. Some of it I do, some of it I don't. I mean, I'm always glad it's there, but like, you know, it's a lot of time invested to kind of go through all of it. But it looks like when it comes to most of these special edition stuff, it's only going to be available, most of it, on the first 2 editions. It looks like a lot of it actually is on the standard edition, which I didn't talk about. So here's an image of the standard edition. So the standard edition looks like the main things that you're losing with the standard edition, which I think that one's going to be like around $60. The standard edition does not have any of the bonus features, none of the art cards, but the key thing that it's missing, it does not have the 90s dub on it at all. So that's definitely a deal breaker. If it doesn't have that, I don't want it. And I don't see it in this image here, but some of the information they've been releasing about the edition, they're calling the Netflix dub the official dub, which bothers me. I don't know why that is more official than the dub that they did before. But again, I think a lot anime fans don't really care about dubs anyway. They mostly just want to watch it in Japanese. So oh well. But again, those are the differences. What I'm also going to do here towards the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and have a wrap up where I kind of go over the last 2 films actually not the last 2 films, but the first 2 films that came out after this series. I did a short video just kind of chronicling those a little bit, and I didn't get a chance to add it to my last video. So I'm hoping some of that information helps you guys decide which edition that you want to get. Hi, quick companion video. It's Walter the Film Hermit. I did the video on Evangelion, and I forgot to grab a copy of the movies. So when I was making the video, I was just gonna get up and walk around and just grab it, but then I was like, no, I'll just do a companion video. So this is the first movie. This is Death and Rebirth. So this particular movie, it is mostly just a recap of the television series. So basically, it has a recap of everything that happened in the series, and then it goes into some very, I don't know how to put it. There's a lot of live action footage in the film, and you don't really quite understand why. And then it goes into the first 20-25 minutes of the second film. The second film is actually a redo of the last 2 episodes of the series to basically give it a new ending, and an ending that's more, I would say, linear of like the events that led to what happens versus, you know, an existential ending. So here's the back of it. This is released by Manga Entertainment, and I don't remember when these came out. So the first film is called Death and Rebirth, and then the second film is called The End of Evangelion. So even though it's not the end because they end up making 4 films after this later, but this is supposed to be the end of the original timeline. So it's the ending of the original television series. There's another video that I watched where someone made a really good point to say that his theory is that the television series and the rebuild films are part of the same arc story. That anime does this a lot where they'll have a story, they'll end the story, and then they'll do a new anime with the same characters and tell a similar story, but then are able to go in different directions with it. It's not something that we do common here in the United States, because we do like reboots and things like that with new actors, but like these are situations where like the same voice actors come back, the same artists come back, it looks the same, but it's just a different story. But the theory that he had was basically that the events that ended the story in the last movie somehow reset time, and then basically these same characters are reliving the same events in a different way. Which, after seeing the 4th movie, I think there's a strong chance that is the case. Let's see. So Evangelion that came out in the second movie came out in 1997. The first movie, I think, was the same year, 1997. I don't remember where I got these DVDs. Probably like around the same time. A lot of times with anime, what happens is that they get released in the Japan, and then it takes forever for them to come out in the US. Like, I think with one of these I was looking at before, it was in theaters, and then it didn't hit American video until like 2 or 3 years later. So 2002. So this one, The End of Evangelion, this one was released in the US in 2002. And it looks like on Amazon it sells for $65. Well, I know I didn't pay $65 for it. And let me take a quick look at the other one here. And here it is. So this one is selling on Amazon for $78. So it's just kind of funny because I think the other one would be worth more money. Because like I was saying before, this one is mostly a recap. And honestly, I don't really like this movie that much, to be honest with you. I don't really consider it a movie because, like I said, most of the animation is stuff that you've already seen. And the best part of the movie is actually the beginning of this movie. So it's kind of like you don't even really need, I don't really think this movie is that necessary to watch because most of it is just getting you ready for this film. And after you watch the series, you just want to watch this one and get right into it. So that is my DVD collection of the first part of the Evangelion series. So that's a quick video. I just wanted to cap that up because I forgot to grab the discs in the other video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That greatly helps the channel. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.